Welcome back. As we mentioned earlier, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum won a big upset victory in the Florida Democratic gubernatorial primary. The stakes for progressives couldn't be higher. Gillum is their chance to show that a progressive message can win in the swingiest of swing states. And Gillum would make history if elected in November. He would become Florida's first African-American governor. And the mayor of Tallahassee joins me now. Mayor Gillum, welcome to Meet the Press Daily.
What's up, Chuck? Go Canes, man.
I was going to ask you that at the end. You're a guy that's been in Miami, lived in Gainesville, and mayor of Tallahassee. I assume it better be Rattlers first. Right?
Well, it's always Rattlers first.
There
Let's
you
be
go,
clear
the green
about
and orange.
That.
The other green, the way I looked at it, the other green and orange in the state of Florida.
That's exactly right, man. But we love all our Florida schools.
All right, let me start with the controversy today by your opponent, Congressman Ron DeSantis. You heard something that you said it was a page from the Donald Trump campaign manual. Do you want an apology from Congressman DeSantis? Do you think you're owed one?
You know, let me be articulate and clear here, which is we're better than this in Florida. I believe the congressman can be better than this. I regret that his mentor in politics is Donald Trump. But I do believe that the voters of the state of Florida are going to reject the politics of division. They believe that we're better than that, which is why I'm going to spend my time over the next 2+ months getting around this state, talking about the issues that matter to everyday voters in this state. Kitchen table issues, health care, education, making sure we clean up our environment, which our governor has been derelict with the Republican legislature to do. And I think that's how we're going to win in November. But it's clear that the congressman is going to join Donald Trump in the swamp. We're going to leave them there, and we're going to continue to press toward a higher mark.
All right, but let me ask you this. You talked about you were going to travel the state, talk about kitchen table issues. But for what it's worth, you've tweeted about the president 10 times this month. You pointed out the last Democratic debate, you were the only candidate who called for impeaching the president. That's fine, except you're running for governor. What are you going to do as governor to stop Donald Trump? Like, why do you believe staking out an impeachment position in a gubernatorial race is relevant to the voters in the state of Florida?
Well, I should first say, I mean, the president self-admitted that he obstructed justice by firing Jim Comey because he wouldn't do his bidding. Those were his words. And I believe that the president, for those reasons, has bargained himself into conversation around impeachment. I will tell you, though, it does matter what the governor of the state of Florida thinks. It matters that the governor of the state of Florida works every day to push back against the kind of divisive rhetoric that this administration has been so increasingly reliant on as a way to divide this country and to divide my state, quite frankly. We're one of the most diverse states in all of America. It matters that the governor of this state is willing to stand up and say, do you want to know something? In the aftermath of Hurricane Maria, you owe the people of Puerto Rico, U.S. citizens, better than how you've treated them. And because so many of them now call Florida home, they need to know that I'm going to be a governor who stands up for them. Or if you're from Haiti or you have family who lives in Haiti, that it matters to you what the president of the United States has to say about that. And you want to know that your governor is going to stand up on your behalf. The governor of Florida has got to work with the president of the United States, no matter the party. And no matter what they think of him. Florida's too big of a state to essentially not end up interacting with the federal government. Not going to be easy to work with somebody you want to see impeached from office. How would that work? Well, I'll tell you, first off, I wish that our current governor had taken that advice, right, in the Republican legislature. We had an opportunity to expand Medicaid for over 700,000 of the most medically needy people in this state, and we said no, leaving $6 billion alone in last year's budget on the table at the federal government to be distributed elsewise. Barack Obama tried to send us more than $2 billion to build high-speed rail across the I-4 corridor, and we said no, thank you. That was not actions taken, in my opinion, in the best interests of the people of the state of Florida. So current administration has, in my opinion, acted contrary to what's in the best interest of the people of this state. I can guarantee you this. If Donald Trump wants to send us money to build a high-speed rail, we're going to build a high-speed rail because it's in the best interest of the people of the state of Florida. That does not remove my sentiments around how uniquely unqualified I find him as the president and the great trouble that he now finds himself and that he's created for himself. But that being said, I know that we're going to win this race largely by talking about how it is we pay teachers more, how we make healthcare more accessible and affordable. That's what I've been talking about in the primary, and that's what I think is going to carry us over on November 6th.
You heard Mark Caputo say it. Me as a longtime Floridian, I've seen it. You can have all the plans in the world as governor, but if you don't have a legislature that's going to go along with you, you're going to be issuing a lot of press releases, doing a lot of speeches, and maybe issuing a lot of vetoes. But you're not going to be able to get some of these plans forward. What's the reality here? What's the straight talk to voters here?
Yeah, no, and I think that's fair. While I may have strong...
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.